What's up, YouTube? So today I'm going to show you two games that I recently played, getting back to 1974 blitz rating, trying to get back to 2000 today. So the first game I have is 89.9% accuracy. Oh, before I get started reviewing, make sure you subscribe if you enjoy my content, like to help comment to help boost the post. Also, I believe I'm going to play in two tournaments officially. January 7th, I'm playing in Blitz tournament, and the 18th and 19th, I think I'll play in my state's, Michigan's expert in class championships. I'm class A right now. I'm 1820. I need to do some studying before then, and I definitely will today probably, but I want to show these two games. They were pretty cool. And the accuracy here for this one, 89.9, and the other one I had a 90.6. So let's get into it. So first, I have these arrows here just playing. I just love that you can do arrows. I think it's pretty cool. Let me just reorient this a bit, and let's get going. So first, I start off with d4. They go knight to f6 and bishop f4. Now, I play the London quite a lot. I will say that I understand the opening. The first few moves may not be the most interesting, but every game does deviate. And I do this mostly because when I play over the board, that's all I'll play. I know that some players at high levels play multiple openings, but I do believe where I'm at, playing the same opening and knowing it back of the hand, it's a pretty good idea. I don't know if you could see the hand motion I did, but they went c5. I went d4, bishop f4, and e3. They went c5, e6, and knight f6. I go c3 following. They go b6. Pawn here to h3, which is the best move. An important move, I would say, because you have to get the knight to f3 before f3 here, before you move this bishop. And if you get this knight here, then this knight can come here, and the bishop, since if the pawn was there, it can only go back or forward. So now I can go knight to f3 and go bishop to h2 instead, which is why I went there. Well, I think it's the best move. They get the best move here, bishop b7, very obvious. Long scope diagonal. I guess I should have put it all the way here. And I go knight here to f3, stopping this diagonal, because now it only pokes to here. This is protected by this pawn, by this queen, so it's fine right now. They go pawn here to d5. I go bishop d3, as I mentioned. I want to get there. However, it's not the best move. I'm not mad at this decision. I did not see this, honestly. And I couldn't explain it. Like, the engine says better, but if I can't explain an idea, I don't know if I should move it, go there. Like, maybe I should want to be good enough where I could understand why that's good, but I'm just not yet. So I'm not going to do something I don't get. So I'll probably go bishop d3 if I play this position again. They go bishop d6, which is the best move. I trade. I could have castled. And this is a similar thing to what I just mentioned. I know this is the best move. I've been reviewing games for a couple months now on TikTok and on YouTube. So if you like my long form, you can take on my short form on TikTok. But I know, since I reviewed so many games, I know this is better, but I'm just not someone who is good. I don't think I'm good enough to hinder myself automatically with double pawns on the f file. So I trade the bishops off, and it was the second best move. Then I go a4. Knight here was better, and usually now I do see this as a decent move. I don't know why I didn't play it here. a4 is the second best move, so not like I chose a bad move in replace of that. A4, A5 is something I'm a very big proponent of, and A5 from black when I play black. I just think it creates some pressure for the other side, whatever side you're on. They can't get in. For white, it would be A3, B5, and white can't get in A6, A3, B4. They can get in A6 and B5. Now here, this is a game where it may not happen because it's being cut up, but honestly, it may be better for that because this A5 is pretty much uncontested, and you can start to decide what to do on their side of the board. That's a lot of arrows. So you can start to decide to do on their side of the board once you do go forward. So yeah, I do like that move. They go knight here to c6. I castle, getting my king safe. They castle, and I go knight b to d2, finishing my development on the queen side and the king side. My queen wants to come here next probably, or here. Just get off to get the rooks connected. No, that's not right. To get the rooks connected. I'm going to get the rook maybe here to e1 or d1, or the other one on d1, and just go towards the center. However, before all of that, they go pawn here to e5. I take, they take, I take. And if you've seen my videos, so check out this last one if you haven't. I had a game that was very similar to this, except it does differentiate. They go queen here. I drop my bishop back and queen up. Now, the difference here is that the other game, my pawn had not yet gone to h3, so they went knight here to g4. It's funny how little moves like that really change what happens. The bishop was being cut all the same, but obviously because they can't go here, it's a different response to bishop to e2, which drops their queen back. So both of us played the third best move there. Not like we did too excellent, but we'll keep going. I go bishop here to d3, attacking the queen, knight in, pawn here to a5, as I mentioned earlier, striking on their side of the board at the opportune time. You want to do that. You want to put pressure. Now a6, I've played it sometimes, and it's not bad, but personally I prefer taking and opening the file. But I prefer taking after And I think they do is this game. After this rook abandons the file. And I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah, they go away. I take the pawn, and I bring my rook in, attacking their bishop. Now, obviously, they're going to move it, but because I can go queen c2, which also has some ideas of enacting this pin, I can get my rook over there quick. So you see, although it's saying I should move my queen here, which is the better move, but I do the second best move to put pressure. Is this my arrow? No. To put pressure on this queen, this knight here. Or no, put pressure on the queen diagonally. They went rook over. I go knight back when I should have threw my rook over, and I finally do it. Now it's a mistake. So I waited too long here, but they blunder because after I go d4, oh, I blunder. Oh, wow, yeah, I have a blunder. So where's my mistake at? I take it. Knight takes d2, rook capture. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember this game now. Yes, I do blunder. This is a very bad move. CXB4. I completely missed that after this is checkmate. And I have to pay more attention there. And say, yeah. That was just a bad move. Because after this piece, what was I supposed to do? F6? I know, just move my bishop out the way. But then, I'm confused. Because if I do go bishop here, can't they just... Oh, but then they could take the bishop. I see. Or then I could take the bishop. So I missed that. But I take blunder. And now we go to an endgame. King over. What they're trying to do is... Well, one, they're trying to get me to mess up and save the knight. However, it doesn't happen. I go king over, king back. And they finally let me do it with the ugly pawn structure. I didn't really want to do this. You want to take the knight back without ruining your kingside pawn structure, but you have to. But they do mess up a bit here. I had to get those 2 pawns, and I got 3 pawns back. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and they have 1, 2. So it's equal material because they want to take this pawn back. I wonder what they were supposed to do because this is the mistake, taking that pawn. It's kind of, I can understand it though. It makes sense to try and, because you see, or I don't even know why I'm doing arrows. This pawn structure is bad. Like this having 3 sets of isolated pawns and one of them being doubled, that is not good. They take, I drop my bishop back, and this when the game is over. I thought it was a better game, so sorry about that. I guess we both just win and lose because of blunders. I guess that's part of chess though. But the next game, I'm pretty sure, is a bit more accurate in terms. Like that was a high accuracy game, like 89.9. That's not bad. But I don't think there are blunders. Let me double check. I don't think there are blunders in this one, though. Yeah, we don't have blunders. This one's definitely more... Well, you'll see what it is. They go d4, I go d5, knight here to f3, pawn here to e6, knight b to d2, and knight here to f6. The best move. They were up 0.1. This is kind of irrelevant right now, honestly. Their bishop, it is locked behind this knight for a second, but they will not keep it there forever. They go g3, I go bishop here to e7, bishop here to g2, I castle, they castle, and pawn to b6. Now this is actually one of my favorite setups for black. I would say this is my favorite setup for black. Oh, the advanced French. But that is definitely worse than this. I just personally like playing it. This is where I feel the most comfortable, you could say. I think that's because you get your light square bishop has a purpose in this opening. Your knight has a purpose. Your pawn has, like, everything has a place in this opening. Bishop b7, pawn here to a5. Oh, I don't get c5 in action. I go a5 to stop b4. Yeah, this move very interesting, as you'll see later why it is so, or not pushing it, because I think it stays there for a while. They go c4, I take, they take, and I go knight b to d7, and I stay here for a while because right now they're putting pressure on it. And even outside of that pressure, I always was worried about them getting a free initiative on this pawn if I do push forward. So I think I do go eventually, but I don't think it's immediate, if I remember correctly. They go knight here to e4 with the knight from f3. I have to take. If I don't take, I lose. Well, maybe I don't lose. I guess I could go queen to c7, but then you're just kind of getting a worse position unnecessarily. Because queen c7, what? Knight. Oh, no, you can't do that. Never mind. Yeah, I was right the first time. It's the only move you can do, so I trade the bishops. They take here. Ah, yeah. But they mess up. They get fancy. All I had to do was do king x g2. I'm still winning, but if you can see the difference in the 3 best moves, minus 0.19, minus 2.69, and minus 3.04. If you're not familiar with the evaluation bar, essentially 1 point is a pawn, So here, 3 points is a minor piece. This is close to a minor piece by doing f3. And they do knight xd7, which is just bad. So the reason it's bad is because of an intermezzo, or not intermezzo. I take the knight. Intermezzo is the wrong move, because intermezzo is when you check or have a move that stops what's happening, like the attack that's happening. This is more like threatening a take, because they do king captures g2, queen here wins the knight with the attack the knight and the check here, and the knight can only go there, so it can't block the check. So that's why that move was bad. They, however, could have done something a little different. They could have went for like f3 or something. Because they go for e4, I can just take with the bishop, and then it's fine. So now I'm actually up a minor piece, and they trade. Trading is the second best move. I was a little confused by it, but I guess it didn't really matter as they were in a losing position either way. To me, I was confused just because when you're down, you don't want to trade. And then it felt like they had this. It was kind of an attacking piece, but maybe they want to get rid of the bishop here, so that's understandable. They take, I take, bishop comes here to e3, rook over here to d8, and queen 4. Now I will say, they put up a fight. Like, they didn't make it an easy conversion, which I could see someone doing. Like I'm up a whole piece for not even a pawn, I don't think, yeah. But I'm up a pawn. Like, I'm up a knight and a pawn. So they go rook over, I go bishop here, pawn 4. Is this the game I meant? No. They take, I take with the queen. They go pawn to f4, attacking my queen, and I go all the way over. I wanted to get this queen trade off. I also was thinking I could get it because I can go knight g4, and then threaten something to attack the bishop and get more pieces off the board if possible. They drop their bishop back. I queen trade. I do a rook over. I want to trade these rooks off. They have these double, so whatever they do, something will come off. They go away. I go here. King over, take. I considered doing this, but I like my pawn chain, so my pawn structure. So again, even now I've not moved the c pawn yet. I go knight here to e4, attacking the bishop. They go pawn forward, and I take. And now I'm up a bishop and a pawn. Just gotta figure out how I can convert. The king here to f7. I want to be off this file here, so when the rook comes down, it's not an issue. I bring my rook down. I'm looking to check, pawn forward. I want to stop the king here, and I'm looking to attack this pawn eventually. This is going to be a weakness because the rook's going to have to stay on this file. I go king over, check. And what I'm trying to do now is get my rook here, or what I was trying to do. You can go there, but they actually let me do it like this. Take the pawn here on f4. Rook goes down. It doesn't matter. And after rook here, you can imagine it's a pretty simple conversion from here. I end up taking this pawn, and they resign here. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my 2 breakdowns. If you did, show some love with some subscribes, some likes, and some comments. I guess you can't do multiple subscribes and likes, but if you have multiple accounts, you can. But yeah, thank you for all the support, and have a good one.